Hello, hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my Atakline on this Wednesday, May the 6th, 2015. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope everyone had a great Cinco de Mayo yesterday. I did. Went to quiz and stuff. I haven't made an attack line in about a week. I'm sorry, that's been much excitement news wise. So, I'm going to catch you up to speed about what I've been doing in the last couple weeks. Gig wise, I returned to action for the first time in weeks. This past Friday, May the 1st, with a daddy-daughter dance. Not exactly daddy-daughter, mother-son. Mother-son night at North Hill Elementary in Rochester. Did that event last year. And this is the second annual, so it makes sense. It was awesome. It was a great show, fun show. And the parents loved it, the kids loved it. It was more like an activity night because you had all these different activities. It wasn't a dance. That's why I call it mother-son night, because you had like hockey in the gym with me, and you had like reptiles in other room. In another room had like a drum kit. So it was kind of a cool night. You had a photo booth and stuff. So it was different activities. We did some line dances, but not a lot of boys. Like boys don't dance as much as girls. But they dance the Uptown Funk a lot. Played that multiple times because they like Uptown Funk. So there you go with that. Besides the gig, on Friday I did a couple baseball games for Warmia High School. Saturday, I did a doubleheader. Beautiful weather this past Saturday, May the 2nd, which was the doubleheader against Stony Creek High School. It was 10 years ago I started my career. My first ever doubleheader baseball game was against Stony Creek. That's why I came back to do this one. And it was fun, even though Warmia lost both games by big margins. But it was a fun day on Saturday. But this past Monday, May the 4th be with you, was awesome. I did my improv comedy show for my Go Comedy folks. That was cool. But before that, I did a baseball game, another one. It was a single game against Warrenmont. And everything clicked. It was the first game this season. I've been DJing a lot of games this season for Warmia Baseball out of my 10 year. This was the first game where everything just clicked. Everything was on fire. The team won 4-2. They had their best game in weeks since the first game against Lance Cruz that I played in April. I had my best game. No mistakes, no flaws. It was like everything, I was clicking. I was on all cylinders. Like everything was on cylinders. So I'll do that again. I was on all cylinders, so was the team. So everything just clicked this past Monday, which was awesome. So there you go. Great weekend of gigs. I got another couple gigs coming up this weekend. Another baseball game tomorrow against Warrenmont again. And then a Wilkinson Middle School dance. Those two back to back. They were the first two schools I ever DJ'd for. And this is my 10-year anniversary tour. You know, my Decade of Attack tour. To do Romeo and Wilkinson back to back in this tour is awesome. You know, it's awesome. 10 years. So there you go. Now, on with the number one movie for the weekend. This past weekend to kick off the entertainment news for the day. Well, we have the number one movie ending the 3-week reign of Furious 7. And I knew this would happen. The Avengers Age of Ultron had a huge opening weekend, kicking off with being the second biggest opening day of all time, making a whopping $84 million the first day. 7 million, 8 million shy. I was not the first time. 7 million shy of beating Harry Potter's record of 91 million opening day. So second biggest opening day, and also the second biggest opening weekend ever with 191 million. Almost 10 million shy, 15 million shy of the first Avengers movie, which made 207 million that first weekend. So to have the first movie beat it was amazing. But still, congrats to Avengers for big opening weekend. Big opening weekend. Second biggest opening weekend of all time. And the second biggest opening day of all time. There's no shame in being in second best. So there you go. Now, Billboard number one. Since I haven't done an Atakline in a while, I gotta do the Billboard number ones for the last 2 weeks. The number one single's been the same. For the fourth week in a row, it's Wiz Khalifa's See You Again. So it's been number one for the last like 2 or 3 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks. I'm losing count. So while the number one single's been the same for the last 2 weeks, the number one album has not been the same for 2 weeks. Last week's number one was Alabama Shakes, ending the 1 week reign of Shawn Mendes. And now we have another new number one this week. King of Alabama Shakes, Zac Brown Band's album, Jekyll and Hyde, came out, and it's number one. Their third number one album, next to You Get What You Give, and also the last album. On, I forgot the name of the album, but still. Congrats to Zac Brown Band for their new number one album. And congrats to Wiz Khalifa for still being number one single. Speaking of Billboard, the Billboard Music Awards are coming right around the corner. Before we get to Billboard, we'll see how Wiz Khalifa does next week when Britney Spears and Iggy Azaela song Pretty Girls debut on the charts. And I like that song. It came out Monday. I like the song. It's catchy. I like it. They're going to perform it on the Billboard Music Awards on May 17th. Also May 17th at that award show, they announced the presenters. 50 Cent's presenting, so will Celine Dion, Neo, and Rita Ora. And also some people from The Bachelorette, such as ABC. Laverne Cox from Orange and the New Black. The cast of Entourage the movie. Taraji P. Henson, and Miss America. A lot of performers have been added too. Van Halen's performing, as well as Mariah Carey. Sam Smith, hopefully his voice gets better. He had to cancel some shows recently because of his voice, so hopefully it gets better by then. Nick Jonas, Hosier, a lot of people are performing on the Billboard Music Awards, including, I mentioned, also Britney Spears and Iggy Azaela. Sunday, May 17th, hosted by Ludacris and Chrissy Teigen. Now, a person who's probably nominated for Billboard Awards is, of course, Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj has been in a movie or two. Last year, she was in The Other Woman. Now she's going to star in another movie, Barbershop 3. Yes, they're making a Barbershop 3. It's been 11 years since Barbershop 2 came out, which sparked a spin-off, Queen Latifah's Beauty Shop, and a very successful, moderately successful Showtime series. And now Barbershop 3 is coming out. I saw the first two in theaters. I remember when I saw Barbershop 1, I was like, it was at AMC 430 in Hall Road and Mound area. And I liked that movie. I liked the first one. Second one was okay. And I'm a white guy saying that. I liked it. They posted a picture of the first table reading. And Nicki's in there. Ice Cube is back as Calvin. Eve's back as her character. No one on the subject. The Entertainer's coming back as Eddie. The barbershop person that had the infamous "Man, fuck Jesse Jessen" line. I remember watching it in the theaters. I was like, wow. I even had that on DVD. So Barbershop 3 is in the books. No release date yet, but they are making a Barbershop 3. As hinted by Nicki Minaj posting some Twitter photos, and she's in it. She'll probably play a new character. So can't wait to see how Barbershop 3 turns out. So there you go. With that scenario. So there you go. I'll go back to Britney Spears for a second. A lot of news on Britney Spears over the past couple days. She, of course, injured herself in Vegas. Injured her knee. Again. Oops, she did it again. She's had so many knee issues. I followed her career. Her first major knee injury was in 1999 on the set of a video sometimes. And then she got injured on stage 11 years ago. And also on a video shoot with her knee. She's had more knee issues than Rey Mysterio, a wrestler. But she, of course, fell in Vegas and had to postpone some shows. But she's extending Vegas in October. So she got a few more months in. And she's wearing a nice little foot brace. And of course, besides extending Vegas, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, Pretty Girls came out this past Monday with Iggy Azalea. And I like it. It's catchy. I liked it. I think it's going to be a fun song to play at my gigs. It's like fancy but better. Britney's the lead here. All around the world. Pretty good. I like the hook. I like everything about it. So, I can't wait to see the video. And the aforementioned performance at the Billboard Music Awards. So loud news on Britney, bitch. Injured, postponed some shows in Vegas, adding new shows in Vegas, and of course the new single Pretty Girls come out this week. And I bet you make a big impact next week on the Billboard charts, on the Hot 100. That's it for this Attack Line for today. Modern Family's on tonight, of course. 9 Central on ABC. Last couple seasons before the season finale. I think they've been kicking ass lately. The last couple episodes have been pretty good. With that in mind, y'all, but Attack, but it is from Zach. See you later, yeah!